So if you see me in these Goofy, Jack Skellington, Mickey Mouse ears today, because I'm gonna keep wearing them because till September I'm gonna be going to Disney World. But anyhow, let's get on to some movie news. We have some Ant-Man 3 type stuff, some cut content from the Sonic movie that was just revealed. We have Thanos. Dang it, Venomized Thanos. Anyhow, we also got some Space Jam 2 stuff, and the MCU bringing the Fantastic Four to their cinematic universe and movies. So anyhow, let's get right into the news. So here's some Space Jam 2 stuff first. And the big question that was answered was, were they going to change the animation style? The answer was no, they're just going to keep on sticking with a 2D style animation. And of course that actually surprised me because, well, I thought they would go out and bring them like a 3D animation style, sort of like how they did with my boy Sonic the Hedgehog in there. And of course, there's going to be a new villain. Originally we thought it was going to be the Monstars coming back for a rematch. You know, that makes a whole lot of sense if you haven't seen it in Space Jam. But of course, they were calling out to the guy that played War Machine to be the main villain. We don't know the name of his own villain yet, but there is speculations that he could play a Warner Brothers executive, or that he could play someone replacing Danny DeVito's character who played the manager from Moron Mountain in the movie. Yeah. So, yeah, that could be the theory. Tell me what you think of that. Now let's get into some cut content from Sonic the Hedgehog. Now before this movie was greenlit for a feature film, the producers of the Fast and Furious movie were pitching their own ideas for a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And of course, for James Marsden characters, they would originally go with either Chris Pratt, the guy, you know, who played Emmett from the Lego movie, Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, both Volume 1, 2, Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, all those. And of course, he played in both Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and soon to be the third Jurassic World. And then the other option they had was Chris Evans, the guy that played Captain America in Captain America, First Avenger, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Now, but then of course they later went on with James Marsden, and originally they would intend to have some of Sonic's friends, but if I had to take a guess of who they were, they would have been either Tails, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, click off. If you have seen it, then carry on with the video. But when they were playing for friends, they would have had Tails, which was already in the movie, and would have had Knuckles and Amy if I had to take a guess for a huge majority. But then, of course, they later removed that so they can have most of the screen time for Sonic. Maybe they can do that in the future with Tails, Knuckles, Amy, maybe even Shadow and all that. But then, that's just that. Then of course, before the Akenda tribe from the movie was going to be the second villains, it would have been this lizard creature that was after Sonic and his powers. And of course, in a just released deleted scene, they would have shown Longclaw surviving the Echidna tribe and escaping with Sonic. And then, of course, she kept on raising Sonic the Hedgehog, and then later she dies of old age and leaves Sonic alone. And of course, another delayed scene would show him going back to his home planet. Now we'll get into our third topic here, Ant-Man 3. So, and of course, it's going to be like in the cinematic universe. It's going to be, it'll maybe be a good continuation of the MCU Phase 4 or 5. And of course, it'll be with a cartoon writer, the guy that did a very famous Adult Swim show known as Rick and Morty. And yeah, maybe it could turn out to be like Thor Ragnarok, because Ant-Man was not really one of the most well-received Marvel movies. It was sort of like Thor, like when they did with Thor and Thor the Dark World. It wasn't too good, not that it was bad. It just wasn't good compared to stuff like the Iron Man movies or Captain America. But then they later redid that with Thor Ragnarok, and maybe they could do the same with Ant-Man. And also not only that, but they're also revealing the Fantastic Four into this Marvel Cinematic Universe. Seeing that Disney bought Fox, maybe we could have like Wolverine or the Fantastic Four or Silver Surfer and Deadpool coming up with characters like Doctor Strange and all that. And of course, yeah, that. And not only that, but they were originally trying to put in MODOK, a very famous Marvel villain. And they're refusing to reveal the main villain, but for Ant-Man 3, but they're saying that the main villain is hiring characters like Ghost and other villains to hunt down both Ant-Man and the Wasp. But maybe they could like introduce the Fantastic Four in some like team-up movie, then a solo movie, sort of like how they do with Spider-Man with Captain America Civil War and Black Panther with Captain America Civil War. Like how they spun off to Spider-Man Homecoming and Black Panther. So yeah, it could be a good idea right there. And now we get into our fifth topic now. Seen that already. It's just now let's get into Venom 2. So we were getting pretty close to having a Venom 2 trailer, but at some point, but while due to what's going on right now, I don't want to mention it because don't want to get violated. But anyhow, seeing that all movie theaters will be shut down, but we'll at least get to see them in the future though. Like maybe they'll put out stuff like Morbius, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and others on like digital, like they're doing right now. Another thing is, like they can't really show it right now. Like they're trying to get October as the release date for new Venom movie. But due to what's going on right now is that, don't want to mention it again because, well, YouTube. But, yeah, that's what they should do, really. But anyhow, that's all, and quite a few people want to do this outro, so get ready. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, for Matt Green, Mario, Sonic, Luigi, Tails, Toad, Link, and Zelda. And we all like to give you all a shout out for loving the new plush series, Mac's Amazing World of Plush. The first episode just came out on April 3rd, and I hope you guys liked it. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, yada yada yada, and we'll expecting to see you next time. Yep, they're all doing it, boys. Just want to let you know that the second episode will be coming out May 1st, and see you later.